Closer to home, the gun control battle is seeping into our grocery stores, restaurants, and other businesses. Kroger is among the companies, including Chipotle, Panera Bread, Walmart, and Target, that do not want people bringing guns into their stores, even in states like Michigan with open carry laws. Our Paula Tutman finds some experts say that could trigger a constitutional challenge.
The issue is a complex one for many. How would you feel if you saw someone walking around with a gun on their hip?
Probably fearful.
Explain.
You don't know what he intends to do.
It makes me nervous.
Michigan's open carry law means you can visibly pack heat, provided it's for a lawful intent and visible. The whole concept of open carry is equally as complex.
I think people have a right to defend themselves.
I think it's dangerous. I don't like it.
Today, Kroger joins a growing list of companies that say, please, no guns in our store. A spokesperson for the Michigan Kroger division says the brand is making a bold statement by also encouraging elected leaders to pass laws that will strengthen background checks, asking leaders to remove weapons from those who have been found to pose a risk for violence, and saying it wants to provide associates and customers with a safe place to work and shop. But it begs the question, can any of these businesses supersede state law just because they don't want guns, even legal guns, in their stores?
One argument is the argument that the gun owner would make, which is, I have a legal right to carry openly in this state. I am not in a location where the gun is otherwise prohibited from being carried, and so therefore that state law supersedes any sort of individual decision that the individual business might make.
Professor Richard Broughton is a law professor at U of D Mercy Law School, and he believes what these businesses are doing is setting up the scenario to test the constitutionality of businesses flouting the law. And the irony is, just by testing the law could in itself create danger.
One of the things I think that might be concerning, though, is whether these businesses are creating an atmosphere where someone may intentionally, deliberately try to test those laws and create some kind of confrontation.
Let's go back to Leon and Joanne, who say they are glad Kroger and other stores have said no guns allowed.
That's fine.
Why?
That's their decision.
Yeah.
And I would abide by that.
If guns made us safer, we'd be the safest country on the planet. We aren't. We are probably the most prone to get shot by a gun than any other country in the world.
Okay, so the next piece of this is enforcement, and that is, how will these stores enforce their policies? Will they do it uniformly? In other words, anyone other than law enforcement walking in gets stopped, and can they enforce these policies? Karen, that is probably going to be the next story when it happens.
Definitely a hot topic, and this is not the end of it. Thank you, Paula.